board of directors, auditors, and scrutinizer who have joined this AGM of Camden Limited through video conference. I am Camden, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of Camden Limited. He is joining this meeting from the registered office of the company situated at Gurugram. Before commencing the official proceedings, I would like to inform all the attendees about the following points. In order to ensure the safety of all the stakeholders, this AGM is being organized through video conferencing, which is in compliance with the circulars issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India, applicable provisions of Companies Act 2013, read with the Secretarial Standards and SEBI Listing Obligation and Disclosure Requirements Regulation 2015 from time to time. The company has made all efforts feasible under the current circumstances to enable all of you to participate in the meeting through video conferencing and to vote electronically through remote e-voting facility and e-voting at the AGM itself. The proceedings of this AGM shall be deemed to have been conducted at the registered office of the company at Gurugram. Attendees can post their queries, if any, in the question and answer box, and the same will be suitably replied to the respective shareholder within a week's time. All members who have joined this meeting are by default placed on mute mode to ensure smooth conduct of this meeting. Upon commencement of the question and answer session, I will announce one by one the name of shareholders who have registered themselves as speaker at the AGM. The speaker shareholder, if present, will thereafter be unmuted by the host. If such shareholder is not able to join through video for any reason, then that member can join through audio mode. The shareholders are advised to use headphone for the clear audio and switch off all other background applications. If there is any connectivity issue at speaker shareholders end, we will request the next speaker shareholder to join the meeting and he will be requested to join later in the queue. We would request a speaker shareholder to limit their time to 2 minutes for the saving of the time. In compliance with the provision of Companies Act 2013 and listing regulations, the company had provided remote e-voting facility to all the shareholders from Friday, September 24, 2021, 9 a.m. IST to Sunday, September 26, 2021, 5 p.m. IST on all the resolutions set forth in the notice of 27th AGM. Members who have not cast their vote during the remote e-voting will have an option to vote during the AGM, and even after the AGM there is a e-voting window of 15 minutes allotted to shareholder so that they can cast their vote. As we have requisite quorum present through video conferencing to conduct the proceedings of this meeting, and participation of members through video conferencing is reckoned for the purpose of quorum as per the circulars issued by MCA and SEBI. Now I hand over the proceedings to our Chairman and Managing Director, Shri Satish Kumar Agarwal ji. Mr. Satish Kumar Agarwal, sir, over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Camden. Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to the 27th Annual General Meeting of your company. Like the last years, we are once again meeting virtually as the continued impact of COVID-19 pandemic necessitates adoption of safety precautions to arrest its spread, and therefore this AGM today has been convened through video conferencing in compliance with the Companies Act 2013, Secretarial Standard issued by ICSI, read with circular issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI Listing Regulations 2015 from time to time. As informed by the Company Secretary, we have the requisite quorum present through video conference to conduct the proceedings of this meeting, and participation of members through video conferencing is reckoned for purpose of quorum as per circular issued by MCA and SEBI in Section 103 of Companies Act 2013. I welcome other colleagues on the board of your company to this 27th AGM. First, I request all the directors present in the boardroom to introduce their self. I request Mr. Sunil Agarwal to introduce himself.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sunil Kumar Agarwal. I am whole-time director of the board of Camden Limited. I am attending this AGM from my registered office of the company at Gurgaon. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunil. Request Saurabh Agarwal to introduce himself.
Good morning, everyone. I am Saurabh Agarwal, whole-time director on the board of Camden Limited. I am attending the AGM from registered office of the company at Gurugram. Thank you.
Thank you, Saurabh. Now I request Mr. Sachin Agarwal to introduce himself.
Good morning, everybody. I am Sachin Agarwal, full-time director of Camden Limited, and I am joining the AGM from the registered company office at Gurugram. Thank you.
Thank you, Sachin. I request Mr. Harish Agarwal, CFO of the company, to introduce himself.
Good morning. I am Harish Kumar Agrawal, CFO of the company, attending this AGM from the registered office of the company. Thank you.
Thank you, Harish. Request board members also who are another invitees to attending the AGM through video conference to introduce yourself. First of all, I request Ramesh Jain to introduce himself.
Good morning, everyone. I'm attending this. Sorry, there's some problem with my. Anyway, I'm independent director on the board of Camden Limited, and I'm attending this meeting from my residence office. Thank you.
Thank you, Jain Sahab. I request Surana ji to please introduce himself. Ramesh Surana ji,
Surana sir, please unmute yourself.
आप unmute कर लीजिएगा अपना.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ramesh Surana, Independent Director of Camden Limited. I'm also the chairman of Nomination and Remuneration Committee and Stakeholders Relationship Committee of the company. I'm joining the AGM from my residence office at Delhi, S466 GK2. Thank you.
Thank you, Surana sir. Now I request Madhusudan Agarwal ji to please introduce himself.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Madhusudan Agarwal, and I am independent director of the board of Camden Limited. I'm also chairman of audit committee of the company. I'm joining this meeting from my office in Delhi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madhusudan ji. Nishal ji join किया है क्या? I request Nishal Jain to please introduce himself. निशल जैन शायद लाइन पे अभी लॉगिन नहीं किया है. Now I request Mr. Surendra Khinwala, statutory auditor of the company, to introduce himself. Surendra Khinwala ji.
Might be joining.
Might be joining. Now I request Rupesh ji, secretarial auditor, to please introduce himself. Rupesh Agarwal ji.
Good morning, myself Rupesh Agarwal. I am a secretarial auditor of the Camden Limited as well as the scrutinizer. I am attending this annual general meeting of Camden Limited from my office, Delhi. Thank you.
Thank you, Rupesh ji. Dear members, the notice of 27th AGM and a copy of annual report of the financial year ended March 31, 2021, and boards and auditors report have already been sent to those shareholders whose email address are registered with the company or depositors. These documents have also been made available on the company's website. The attention of the members is drawn to the fact that the statutory auditor has expressed unqualified opinion in their respective audit report for financial year 2021. There were no qualifications, observations, comments, or adverse remarks, comments on financial statements and on matters which have any adverse effect on the functioning of the company. With your permission, I take notice as read. Dear shareholders, with your permission, for item number 3 and 4, the notice I request Mr. Ramesh Surana, a non-interested and independent director, to act as chairman. Now, with the permission, I will start my formal address to the shareholders. Dear ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this 27th annual general meeting of your company. On behalf of Camden Board of Directors, I want to thank you for taking out time to join us today. I take this opportunity to thank you all, our stakeholders, for your continuous support and faith in us. It is because of your active association and commitment towards us that the company has been able to achieve the stature that it enjoys today. To start with, I hope everyone is safe, and my prayers to those who are fighting out this virus. I hope for their speedy recovery. The second wave of COVID-19 has had a severe impact around all of us. It was one kind of health crisis we have not seen in our generations. Though the situation is now under control, however, pandemic is not over yet, and I urge everyone to follow the protocols and guidelines and get vaccinated if you haven't got, and keep your spirits high. FY21 had begun with challenges across the world. The spread of COVID-19 last year in March 20 has led to severe disruption in business operations across industries. There was complete nationwide lockdown that was announced in March 20. Both our plants were closed for some time, and we adopted work from home policy. The second wave of coronavirus had struck like a storm throughout the country. Pandemic had entered every household and was affecting the life of everyone. The re-emergence of pandemic situation and resultant partial lockdowns and curfews in many parts of the country have impacted the pace of economic recovery, with the disruptions in supply chains and contraction in demand. However, with the unlocking of the economy and easing of restrictions, we begin our manufacturing operations in mid-May 2020, and it has led to increased business activities. We restarted our operations gradually, and we have witnessed a strong quarter-on-quarter improvement in both our business segments. With easing of restrictions, operations are slowing, returning back to normal level. With drop in COVID cases and a faster large-scale rollout of vaccination drive across the country, we have witnessed a gradual pickup in demand from early June 2021. Our fundamental values and intrinsic values strengths have helped us navigate through uncertainty. During the year under review, our company has taken initiative to implement the scheme of arrangement, including the demerger of paint business into new business entity, namely Camden Color and Coatings Limited. However, the shares will be issued by its immediate holding company, Camden Ventures Limited, which in turn is the wholly owned subsidiary of Camden Limited. Post demerger, both Camden Ventures Limited and Camden Limited will be independent listed entities. The main company, Camden Limited, would continue to cater to steel segment. The overall objective of this demerger is to reorganize the organizational focus, reinforce fundraising capabilities, emerge stronger across both businesses, and enhance respective values in a way which would not have been possible in our merged entity. Now coming to the steel business, the pandemic has accelerated some key trends which will bring about shifts in steel demand. The steel industry will see great opportunities from rapid development through digitization and automation, infrastructure and activities, reorganization of urban centers, and energy transformations. World crude steel production for the 64 countries reporting to the World Steel Association was 169.5 million tons in April 2021, a 23.3% increase compared to April 20. Over the last 6 months, the demand for steel by all the end user segments has grown more than what was anticipated, and this was primarily bolstered by the massive stimulus measures undertaken or announced by the US, and European Union and UK, Japan, China, and now India. At Camden, we are strategically placed to leverage opportunities arising out of the real estate and infrastructural segments. Our strong brand repute, combined with this high quality of the product, makes us preferred supplier for TMT steel bars. Coming to the now paint business. The Indian paint industry has been witnessing a gradual shift in the preferences of people from the traditional whitewash to high quality paints like emulsions and enamel paints, which is providing the basic stability for growth of Indian paint industry. Besides, it is creating a strong competitive market where players are utilizing different strategies to tap the growing demand in the market for a larger share. There is a gradual shift from unorganized to organized players, led by better consumer awareness in the segment. Per capita paint consumption in India is expected to boost the paint and coatings industry. Moreover, rise in disposable income, urbanization, development of the rural market, and various launches of many innovative products like friendly, odor-free, and dust and water resistant paints are major drivers that are propelling the growth of the paint market in India. Further, the government's push towards infrastructure development, differentiated products offerings, good coatings, construction chemicals, waterproofing, and need for home hygiene products shall augur well for the paint companies. Government's continuous thrust on housing, affordable housing projects has led to fresh painting demand, will enable repainting demand in future. We have recently collaborated with Preeti Jinta as a brand ambassador for decorative paint business under the brand name Camden Paints. This collaboration will help enhance the brand's pan-India reach and recall and drive greater consumption across the country. Now coming to the CSR activities, Camden Limited believes in the coexistence of business and communities, is committed to the development of an ecosystem of prosperity in the socially around operations. We believe that our neighborhood communities are our primary stakeholders, and we seek to build mutually supportive relationship with them. During the year, your company acquired Camden Dhara Foundation with the objective to fulfill its CSR obligations. This foundation provides education, vocational training, focus on healthcare and protection of environment. We had launched a Green India drive under which our 11,500 dealers and distributors were motivated to plant at least 5 saplings each year and nurture them to complete growth. On closing note, our brand Camden, with an accomplishment milestone of 25 years in the steel and decorative paint business, has been able to sustain business cycles on back of its continuous commitment, perseverance, and maturity. The future of the company seems bright, even as it passes through the competitive times. We are poised to grow much faster in the coming decade based on our product excellence, human resource, brand equity, and market growth. We aspire to align our brand as brands of people's choice and increase our revenue basket to the tune of 22,000 crore by FY 23-24. Before I conclude, I hope you see the physical presence of the members at the next meeting. I also take this opportunity to thank all my board members, regulatory authorities, our management and employees, franchisee partners, and all the stakeholders for their unwavering guidance and support. We look forward to continuously deliver sustainable value to all our stakeholders. Thank you and stay safe. Now, I would like to hand over to Mr. Harish Agarwal, CFO of the company, to go through the remarks.
Thank you very much, CMD sir, for such a wonderful speech on the operational business scenario and initiative taken by the company for the business growth, strategical planning, and community service through CSR. Now, I would like to update you all on the operational and financial performance of the company during FY21. A very good morning to everyone and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. These are unprecedented times, and I hope and pray that you and your families are safe and well in these challenging times. We have delivered steady performance in the year in spite of COVID-19 impact. Your company has clocked revenue of 625 crore with EBITDA of rupees 50 crore and PBT excluding exceptional item of rupees 31 crore for the overall business for FY21. Our cash flow from operations stood at rupees 50 crore. Our return ratios have been continuously improving on account of increased efficiencies in the business. Our return on equity stood at 11.6% and return on capital employed stood at 15.5% as on 31st March 2021. Our debt equity ratio stood at 0.5x of the 31st March 2021. First, I would like to update you about the steel business. Our steel segment reported 80,933 metric ton volume from own manufacturing during the current year by clocking revenue of 338 crore. The company has equipped its business strategy of reducing B2B trading sales. Our branded sales clocked a turnover of 12,000 crore during the FY21. Our volume including franchisee route stood at 23.9 lakh metric ton. Royalty income through franchisee stood at rupees 85 crores. Our in-house production coupled with our franchisee-based business model have always made us gain high return with minimum capex and maximum return. Now I would like to update you about the paint business. Our paint segment reported 30,318 KL volume contributing 202 crore to the overall sales of the company during the current financial year. Our operational capabilities at the Chopanki unit have not been able to achieve full-fledged production due to fire which struck 2 years back. The restoration work of full-fledged production for the remaining part of the various plant and machinery is in full swing, and we hope to resume it 100% operation by mid of FY22. At Camden, we always believe in improving cost efficiencies and committed to developing world-class product to address and evolving needs of the consumer. We are looking to penetrate further in the market where our presence is less and strengthen our footprint in the existing geographies. We have seen challenges in 2021. However, we were able to deliver stable performance. We appreciate your support and we hope for the same going ahead, which will take your company to the scale even higher. Thank you all. Thank you. Now over to Mr. Camden, Company Secretary.
Thank you, Chairman sir. Thank you, CFO sir, for such a wonderful speech and enlightening us with all of us with the overall business performance of the company and future prospects. Now, dear shareholders, pursuant to the provisions of Companies Act 2013 and SEBI listing regulations, the company has provided facility for voting by electronic means to all its members. For this purpose, the company has tied up with the e-voting system of NSDL for facilitating voting through electronic means as authorized agency. The company has provided remote e-voting to all the persons who were members on 20th September 2021, being the cutoff date for vote on all the resolutions set out in the notice of AGM. Members attending the AGM today who have not cast their vote by remote e-voting are entitled to exercise their right to vote by e-voting during the AGM. Mr. Shashikant Tiwari, partner, Chandrasekharan Associates, Company Secretaries, has been appointed by the board as a scrutinizer for conducting e-voting process in a transparent manner. The results will be declared within 2 working days as per SEBI Listing Regulation 2015 and 3 days as per the Companies Act, whichever is earlier, after considering the e-voting done today by members participating in this AGM and also the remote e-voting already done by the members. The results to be declared along with the scrutinizer report shall be placed on the company's website www.camdenulimited.com and on the website of NSDL www.evoting.nsdl.com immediately. The company shall simultaneously forward the results to National Stock Exchange of India Limited and BSE Limited, where the shares of the company are listed. Before we go live with Q&A session, here are some important points. Note for your convenience. Dear shareholders who want to speak during this AGM, kindly turn on your video when you are projected on the broadcast screen. Kindly unmute yourself and proceed to ask the questions. Please mention your name, folio number, and the location from where you are joining. Each shareholder will have 2 minutes for their question. Once you have asked your questions, you can log off and continue to watch the proceedings. Now, first of all, I request Mr. Pradeep Sood to please express his views and ask the question. Host, please unmute Mr. Pradeep Sood.
थैंक यू चेयरमैन सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच। मैं प्रदीप सूद दिल्ली से अपने साथी भाई अजय खुराना जी के साथ आपका और पूरे बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स का तहे दिल से स्वागत करता हूं और शुक्रगुजार हूं आपका कि आपने मुझे बोलने के लिए समय दिया। चेयरमैन सर, बीते सालों से आप जिस मेहनत लगन ईमानदारी से कंपनी के लिए डिवोशन और डेडिकेशन से काम करते चले आ रहे हैं, वो वाकई में ही उसकी जितनी तारीफ की जाए कम है। आपने कंपनी के लिए पसीना बहाकर जो मेहनत करी है, कंपनी को अच्छे रिजल्ट्स मिले हैं, अच्छा डिविडेंड मिला है और शेयर्स को नई ऊंचाइयां मिली हैं। आप आगे भी इसी तरह से काम करते हुए, हमें पूरी उम्मीद है और हम ये आशा जताते हैं कि इसी तरह से काम करते हुए इस कंपनी को बहुत ही बढ़िया रिटर्न मिलेगा, बहुत ही अच्छा डिविडेंड मिलेगा इन फ्यूचर और इस कंपनी के शेयर्स को एक नई ऊंचाइयां मिलेंगी। चेयरमैन सर, आप अपने को डायरेक्टर्स के साथ मिलकर जो जिस तरह से काम कर रहे हैं, हम सब शेयर होल्डर्स को बड़ा नाज है। आज कंपनी एक ब्रांड नेम है पूरे हिंदुस्तान में और ये सब आपकी मेहनत से हुआ है सर। हमें नहीं पता आपने कोविड में कितनी हार्डल्स, मुश्किल्स बर्दाश्त करते हुए इस कंपनी को कहां से कहां लाके खड़ा किया है और अभी तो इस कंपनी में एक और कंपनी वेंचर्स बनाई है और कितना हम सब शेयर होल्डर इस बात की बड़ी खुशी है कि हम एक ऐसी कंपनी के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं जो कंपनी दिन दुगनी रात चौगुनी मेहनत कर रही है। बाकी चेयरमैन सर, आप इसी तरह से काम करते रहिए, अच्छा रिटर्न दीजिए, अच्छा से डिविडेंड दीजिए और हमारी कंपनी के शेयर्स को नई ऊंचाइयां दीजिए। चेयरमैन सर, मैं फिर से अपने साथी भाई अजय खुराना जी के साथ एक नई उम्मीद के साथ आगे आने वाले और तरक्की चाहिए हमें, आप और तरक्की करेंगे इस बात का हमें पूरा भरोसा है। बाकी हमारे शेयर डिपार्टमेंट में हमारे कंपनी सेक्रेटरी साहब, मैं सबसे पहले तो तारीफ करूंगा अपने CFO साहब हरीश जी की। क्या मतलब कि कितने इनके साथ इतने साल से जुड़े हैं और आज तक हमें महसूस होता है कि हम उस कंपनी के साथ, उस कंपनी के लोगों के साथ जुड़े हैं जो मिनट से पहले हमारी हर ग्रीवेंसेस को सुनती है। मैं फिर से अपने कंपनी सेक्रेटरी साहब और पूरी टीम का पूरी टीम का सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट का तहे दिल से स्वागत करता हूँ। हमारी कभी भी कोई भी ग्रीवेंसेस होती है, हम साहब को मेल करते हैं और हमारा मिनट से पहले जवाब आ जाता है। मैं फिर से पूरी टीम, चेयरमैन सर आपका, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, अपने CFO साहब, अपने कंपनी सेक्रेटरी साहब का, अपने साथी भाई अजय खुराना जी के साथ थैंक यू करता हूं और आने वाले समय में एक अच्छे भविष्य के साथ इस कंपनी को दिन दुगनी रात चौगुनी मेहनत के साथ देखना चाहता हूं। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
धन्यवाद सुनील साहब, खुराना जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Now I request Mr. Santosh Bhutani to please speak.
हेलो जी जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कोऑर्डिनेटर भास्का, चेयरमैन सर और पूरी बोर्ड का सर। रियली आई एम वेरी हैप्पी दैट आवर कंपनी इज डूइंग वेरी वेल and performance is excellent, sir. First of all, I would like to thank this critical team for sending the annual report well in time. I found that the annual report is detailed in information and all section has been covered in a very transparent and lucid manner. So I also appreciate the management for their sincere efforts and dedication for safety of all the employees. Sir, my question is whether all our units are fully functional as of today. My second question is, do we have any major capex plans, sir? And sir, and third one is whether the company have any mechanism for responding to the crisis, like if the third wave come. Sir, after going through the recent journey of the company as a shareholder, we are very happy that the end, because we feel the management is far younger in its thinking, transparent in its working, and stronger in its commitment and more responsible. Sir, I would appreciate if you could briefly reply, and I wish the company all the best for the future and hope to see a healthy growth in business and size of the company. As a shareholder, I support all the resolution with all my members, Suresh Bhutani, Chandrasekhar, MP Bhutani. We are all with you, sir. Sir, मैं वही बात फिर दोहराना चाहूंगा कि ये इस कोरोना ने हमको अकेलेपन का जरूर सांस दिया है और हमारी दुआएं आपके साथ हैं, हमारी बेस्ट विशेष आपके साथ हैं। गैरों से कह दो कि अकेले नहीं है हम, गैरों से कह दो कि अकेले नहीं है हम, दुआओं का काफिला चलता है हमारे साथ। सर, आपके ऊपर पूरी ब्लेसिंग है, ईश्वर की, परमात्मा की शक्ति है, और आप अपने एम्प्लॉइज की सेफ्टी के साथ साथ कंपनी को भी आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं, कंपनी को भी ऑक्सीजन दे रहे हैं, और हमारी कंपनी में एक नई कंपनी जुड़ने का भी एक डीमर्जर में एक अच्छा आपने एक स्टेप दिया है। मैं उसके लिए सभी शेयरहोल्डरों की तरफ से आपका पुनः दिल से आभार प्रकट करते हुए, नमन करते हुए आपको बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर।
धन्यवाद भूटानी जी। और जी आपको जो है इसका जो आपके क्वेश्चन है उनका जवाब दे रहे हैं, प्लीज।
भूटानी जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सवाल पूछने के लिए। आपने पूछा पहला सवाल कि सारी यूनिट पूरी तरह फंक्शनल हैं। पूरी यूनिट हमारी काम कर रही हैं, पूरी यूनिट हमारी प्रोडक्शन में है, फुली फंक्शनल हैं, लेकिन जहां जहां कोविड का इम्पैक्ट है वहां कोविड प्रोटोकॉल को ध्यान में रखते हुए ही ऑपरेशन लेवल को बढ़ाया गया है, और जहां भी कोविड का इम्पैक्ट ज्यादा है वहां पे अभी लेवल ऑफ प्रोडक्शन हमने कम रखा है कोविड को ध्यान में रखते हुए। और दूसरा सवाल है आपका कि कोई मेजर कैपेक्स। हम लोग मेजर कैपेक्स, हमारा जो बिजनेस मॉडल है वो एसेट लाइट बिजनेस मॉडल है। इसके अंदर हम कैपेसिटी इंक्रीज करते हैं लेकिन इन्वेस्टमेंट हमारे फ्रेंचाइजी यूनिट्स करते हैं। जैसे आपने हमारी इन्वेस्टर प्रेजेंटेशन में भी देखा होगा कि हम 50 लाख टन अपनी टीएमटी की कैपेसिटी करने जा रहे हैं अगले 2 साल में, लेकिन उसमें कैपेक्स हमारी सारी फ्रेंचाइजी यूनिट्स करेंगे। तो हम लोग मेजर कैपेक्स नहीं करते हैं। हमारे बिजनेस मॉडल में ही है कि मिनिमम इन्वेस्टमेंट मैक्सिमम रिटर्न। और एक आपने पूछा कोविड थर्ड वेव के लिए, कोविड थर्ड वेव के लिए अगर आती है तो हम पूरी तैयारी के साथ हैं। जैसे आपने देखा होगा कि Q1 का रिजल्ट हमारा FY20 और Q1 FY21 दोनों के अंदर आपने देखा है सेकेंड वेव भी आया था, उधर फर्स्ट वेव था, तो दोनों के रिजल्ट में आपने देखा कि दोनों ये रिजल्ट Q1 21 का बेटर है। इसी तरह से हम लोग ने जो अगर थर्ड वेव आती है तो उसकी पूरी तैयारी है। आपको एश्योर कर रहे हैं कि अगर कोई थर्ड वेव आती है तो पूरा एम्प्लॉइज का और सभी लोगों का ध्यान रखते हुए हम लोग प्रोडक्शन करेंगे और आगे भी बढ़ेंगे।
Now I request Mr. Chetan Chadda to please speak. Mr. Chetan Chadda. I think there is some connectivity issue. Now I request Mr. Amit Soni to please speak. Mr. Amit Soni.
Good morning everyone. First of all, I want to congratulate the management for bouncing back quickly and effectively from the COVID effect. The company is in the right path of growth and we are very optimistic about the future. I want to know when everything is looking great and why we are opting for demerger? Thank you.
सोनी जी, ये डीमर्जर का जो प्रोसेस रखा गया है, ये इसके अंदर कई बातों का ध्यान रखा है। पहली बात यह है कि हमने शेयर होल्डर की वैल्यू इससे अनलॉक होगी। दोनों के शेयर होंगे एक शेयर होल्डर के पास। आज कामधेनु लिमिटेड के जो शेयर हैं 10 रुपए का एक, उसको फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट 5 रुपए का एक शेयर कामधेनु पेंट का मिलेगा। तो शेयर होल्डर की वैल्यू अनलॉक होगी और कंपनी जो पेंट के अंदर नेक्स्ट लेवल पर ले जाना चाहती है, जैसे स्टील में ग्रो किया है और पेंट को ग्रो करना चाहती है, तो इसको नेक्स्ट लेवल पे ले जाने के लिए अगले 3 से 4 साल के अंदर हमारा 1000 करोड़ का टारगेट लेके चल रहे हैं। तो इसके अंदर फंड इन्फ्यूजन आसान हो और इसमें जो फोकस है बिजनेस के दोनों लाइन ऑफ एक्टिविटी के ऊपर अलग अलग टीम्स अलग अलग तरीके से काम करें, इंडिपेंडेंटली काम करें। इस चीज को ध्यान में रखते हुए हमने ये डीमर्जर का प्लान किया है।
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Chandan Giri to please speak.
कंपनी का शेयर होल्डर हूँ सिंस आईपीओ से। मैं इसका आपका जो प्लान है डीमर्जर का, मैं उसका सपोर्ट करता हूँ, मगर मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि इससे हम शेयर होल्डर्स को लॉन्ग टर्म्स में और शॉर्ट टर्म्स में क्या बेनिफिट मिलेंगे?
देखिए, मैंने अभी पहले जो शेयर होल्डर पूछ रहे थे उसमें जवाब दिया कि इसके अंदर कंपनी की प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी इंप्रूव होगी दोनों की बिजनेस को अलग होने के बाद में, और शेयर होल्डर को फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट दूसरी कंपनी का पेंट का एक और एडिशनल शेयर मिलेगा। तो इससे वैल्यू अनलॉक होगी शेयर होल्डर की, और आने वाले टाइम में जो आपके शेयर्स की वैल्यू आज है वो आने वाले टाइम में वैल्यू बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ने की उम्मीद है।
Now I request Mr. Yogesh Verma to please speak.
Good morning, sir. The demerger plan is looking good, and we are looking forward for value creation after demerger. My question is, if any shareholder is not in favor of demerger, is there any option to exit for the dissenting shareholders?
Yes, they can store their share in the market. There is no restriction on the shareholder to keep the shares.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
In the market.
Now I request Mr. Lavjeet Singh to please speak.
Sir, Manjeet Singh? Yeah.
Lavjeet.
Navjeet sir नहीं है यार.
Okay. Now I request Mr. Dilip Mehra to please speak.
My question is that even after operating since several years, Kamdhenu Paint is still perceived to be a minor part of Kamdhenu Steel. After the demerger, how we are planning to change that image and evolve it into independent brand in its own right? What is the USP of the division we are planning to promote in the paint segment? Thank you.
मिस्टर मेहरा, हम लोग प्लान कर रहे हैं पेंट को स्टील की तरह नई हाइट पे ले जाने के लिए। इसी के तहत जो आपने ब्रांड की बात कही, हमने प्रीति जी जिंटा को इसमें रूप किया है, और आने वाले टाइम में ये पेंट बिजनेस भी स्टील की तरह आगे बहुत तेजी से बढ़ेगा। यूएसपी की जहां तक बात है, हम लोग डेकोरेटिव सेगमेंट में सारे पेंट बनाते हैं जो आज लीडिंग कंपनी एशियन बर्जर नेरोलैक बनाते हैं। उसमें सारे इंटीरियर एक्सटीरियर इमल्शंस वुड फिनिश सारे तरह के पेंट हम लोग बनाते हैं, और इको फ्रेंडली पेंट्स हैं हमारे, तो जो इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स के ऊपर नेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स के ऊपर पूरी तरह से खरे उतरते हैं।
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Dinesh Kotecha to please speak.
Yes, sir. Good morning to all of you. Nice to see you again after a gap of 1 day. Earlier, 2 days, 1 day ago, we had an EGM. So my one question of the EGM was not answered. That what was the cost of the demerger, and who will it increase or decrease because of the delay? That was my question, which you can answer now. Sir, my questions to the balance sheets are several. You know, on the 31st of March, you have mentioned on page 77 that our market cap was 375 crores. Fantastic. But as on today, it has gone up to 572 crores. Now, 200 crores in the last 6 months is a big achievement in the market cap. That shows that our price has stabilized, our company prices are increasing, and we are getting the rewards of good planning and good execution of our projects and our what you can say, diversification, our demerger. Sir, I would like to know, in the first 5 months journey, in terms of raw material, increase in number of stockists, inroad into sales territories and logistics, what were the problems faced and how you have overcome them in the first 5-6 months? Sir, I would also like to know, the breakup of the production capacities and facilities that we have got of our own production and contract manufacturer. Sir, our steel capacity is already used to the extent of 85%. Now, very soon we'll be reaching 100%. So what are your expansion plans for the steel productions? I mean, again, 80% growth in steel industry in our paint industry has been seen, which you have declared in your con call, that we will be we are expecting 50% growth in the paint industry and a turnover of 300 crores. Now, any major roadblocks that you see in the first 5 months to that particular projections that you have made? Sir, competition is coming up very fast from big companies and small companies. JSW, even Birla, everybody wants to come into the paint industry. And the smaller companies are also, like Indigo. You see the advertisement on the TV by Amitabh, by what is his name? I forget. I mean, how do you see competition coming up from big companies and small companies? Sir, are we into construction chemical? And if yes, what is the market share? How is the pricing competitiveness there? Capex to increase capacity. Will you please give me the details there? Champanki, we had a fire 2 years ago, and you said that by the end of 2022, things will be restored as it was early to the fire. Now, what is the insurance claim that you have made, and have we received all the insurance claims? So 9/2/21, we have sold a package plant which was closed for 300 crores. And I think something should have been shared from that particular sale proceeds with the shareholders. If the bonanza was not shared, now when and how it will be shared? Sir, 6 facts, page number 8. 6 facts which stand, that makes us stand apart. Lowest cost business model, quality products, strengthening recalls, brand equity, distribution networks, balance approach, management bandwidth. I would like you to give me a scale out of 10. What is our scale? Where have we reached in each of these? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of 10, what is the scale there? And sir, you also, I would like to know the brand value. Have you taken out the brand value of Kamdenu? I mean, what is the brand value? Have you done a brand valuation of Kamdenu? I would like to know that. The first quarter results gave me a lot of hope that yes, we have been able to achieve a net profit of 5.58 crores, but against an equity of 26.94 crores. I mean, will we be able to reach this year a turnover of combined turnover? I'm saying, of course, it will be bifurcated once the this demerger takes place. But the combined turnover, can it be more than 800 crores of both the companies? Thank you very much, and wish you all the best. And sir, I have not received the physical balance sheet, so I would request our company secretary, Mr. Khemchandji, to send me a physical copy. I had received a copy of the demerger copy, the full that 700-page copy, but the balance sheet, please send it one to me. And I wish you all the best. And sir, as per your annual report theme, redefining potential, I think we should work very hard towards that, so that what happens is that we will be able to capture some market share. So lastly, you spoke the chairman's speech. You spoke today, and what is written between page number 10 and 13. Hope and trust that the organization whole proves what is written said in the next 2 years. Constant evaluation will be done of your performance with many people, with promises made. Hope and trust that you pass with flying colors and achieve more than stated. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kuteja. आपने बहुत अच्छा लगा कि आप हमारे बिजनेस में बहुत अंदर तक इंटरेस्टेड हैं, बहुत अंदर तक की डिटेल आप रखते हैं एज ए शेयर होल्डर। और आपने एक साथ लगभग 30-40 मेरे ख्याल में क्वेश्चन जो है एक साथ एकदम प्रेजेंट किए हैं, बहुत अच्छा लगा। आपने एक सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन था कि जो ईजीएम में आपको पूरा संतुष्टि नहीं हुई थी कि डीमर्जर का क्या बेसिक इंटरेस्ट है और क्या इसका बेनिफिट रहेगा। मैं वो थोड़ा सा आपको सब शेयर होल्डर को बताना चाहूंगा कि किसी भी बिजनेस को लीवरेज करने के लिए फंड्स की जरूरत है और फंड्स के लिए दो ही सोर्स हैं, आइदर हम डेट में बैंकिंग के थ्रू लाएं या किसी इन्वेस्टर्स के थ्रू हम लेके आए। तो अभी तक क्या था कि पिछले ड्यूरेशन में हमने ये फील किया कि जो लोग पेंट में इंटरेस्टेड हैं, आपने अपने क्वेश्चन का जवाब बीच में दिया अपने आप ही कि बहुत सारी कंपनीज हैं जो पेंट में आने में इंटरेस्टेड हैं। इसलिए इंटरेस्टेड है कि पेंट का वर्टिकल ऑलमोस्ट 18 to 20% की एनुअल ग्रोथ पे चल रहा है और अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर भी ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर में कन्वर्ट हो रहा है। तो बहुत सारे इन्वेस्टर्स ऐसे हैं जो पेंट में रहना चाहते हैं, बहुत सारे इन्वेस्टर्स ऐसे हैं जो स्टील में रहना चाहते हैं। तो अभी सबके लिए एक अपॉर्चुनिटी रहेगी कि पेंट को लीवरेज करने के लिए अगर जितनी भी फंड्स की जरूरत रहेगी फ्यूचर में, तो बहुत सारे इन्वेस्टर्स जो पेंट को देख रहे हैं कि किस तरह से हम लोग लीवरेज करेंगे, वो पेंट में आएंगे, पेंट में पैसा लगाएंगे और इक्विटी के थ्रू तो उस पे पेंट को हम लोग लीवरेज करेंगे और स्टील में जो लीवरेज करने के लिए इंटरेस्टेड होंगे वो स्टील में रह जाएंगे। और अगर किसी को ज्यादा कोई बहुत ज्यादा ये चॉइस नहीं होगी तो वो दोनों का शेयर रखेंगे। मेरे को लगता है कि दोनों ही वर्टिकल हमारे अच्छी तरह से ग्रो कर पाएंगे। और जैसा हरीश जी ने आपको बताया कि ऑलमोस्ट 1000 टू प्लस का जो टारगेट है, 1000 करोड़ का टारगेट है हमारा पेंट में अगले 3 से 4 साल में, वो हम लोग इजीली अचीव कर पाएंगे। नो डाउट इसके लिए मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, कैपेक्स भी करना पड़ेगा। और स्टील में जो हमारा फ्रेंचाइजी मॉडल है उसको भी फर्दर हम लोग एक्सटेंड कर रहे हैं। 50 लाख टन की कैपेसिटी हम लोग बढ़ा रहे हैं, तो उसमें भी ज्यादा से ज्यादा सेल आएगी। और बाकी बहुत सारे आपके क्वेश्चंस थे प्रोडक्शन से रिलेटेड, कैपेसिटी से रिलेटेड। पेंट में बहुत सारे हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स हैं। आपने बीच में पूछा कि हम लोग कंस्ट्रक्शन केमिकल भी बना रहे हैं, हम लोग आगे वुड कोटिंग के लिए भी प्लान है। और A to Z सारे प्रोडक्ट्स हम लोग चाहते हैं कि हमारे पेंट के प्रोडक्ट प्रोफाइल में हो, ताकि अगर किसी कस्टमर को शुरुआत में पुट्टी से लेकर फिनिश प्रोडक्ट तक सारी रिक्वायरमेंट हम लोग दे पाए। दूसरा कंस्ट्रक्शन केमिकल भी कंस्ट्रक्शन का ही पार्ट है, वो भी हम लोगों के पास अवेलेबल रहेगा। ऑलरेडी हम लोग कंस्ट्रक्शन केमिकल बना रहे हैं। तो इस तरह से जैसे बिजनेस ग्रो करेगा पेंट का, सेल्स बढ़ेगी, तो ऑर्गेनिक और इनऑर्गेनिक ग्रोथ भी पूरी तरह से डीलर और डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स की हमारी रहेगी। तो पूरा प्रयास रहेगा कि जो एक्सपेक्टेशन हम लोग और जो टारगेट लेके चल रहे हैं उसको हम अचीव कर पाए, स्टील में भी और पेंट में भी। हमारे इन्वेस्टर को या हमारे शेयर होल्डर को तो दोनों को विन विन पोजीशन में है। आज जिनके पास एक स्टील का शेयर है उनको एक पेंट का शेयर और एक्स्ट्रा मिल रहा है। और जैसा हरीश जी ने बताया कि जैसे ही लिस्ट होगा आपको इसमें पता लग जाएगा कि किस तरह से पेंट और स्टील की हमारी वैल्यू लॉक हो रही है। बाकी के क्वेश्चन में हरीश जी से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, कुछ क्वेश्चन आपके और थे स्टैटिस्टिकल, वो हरीश जी आपको इसके बारे में बताना चाहेंगे। थैंक यू।
हाँ दिनेश जी, आपने एक कॉस्ट ऑफ स्कीम के बारे में जानना चाहा है कि कॉस्ट ऑफ डीमर्जर क्या होगी। जो हमारा ये मॉडल है जिससे हम लोग डीमर्जर करने जा रहे हैं, ये मिरर शेयर होल्डिंग में कर रहे हैं, तो इसके अंदर बहुत ज्यादा कॉस्ट इन्वॉल्व नहीं है। हम लोग ये मान के चल रहे हैं 2 से 3 करोड़ रुपए की कॉस्ट हमारी टोटल डीमर्जर प्रोसेस के अंदर आएगी। और एक आपने फर्स्ट 5 मंथ के लिए पूछा, फर्स्ट 5 मंथ के अंदर वर्किंग हमारी अगर लास्ट ईयर से कंपेयर करेंगे तो बहुत बेटर है। जो हमने कोविड के लिए प्रिपरेशन किया था वो प्रिपरेशन हमारा सक्सेसफुल रहा और थर्ड वेव के लिए भी हम उसी लाइन पर तैयारी कर रहे हैं। एक आपने कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइजेशन के लिए पूछा कि कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइजेशन स्टील रोलिंग मिल के अंदर जो कैपेसिटी है वो 100% कभी भी अचीव नहीं होती है। तो इसके अंदर 80-90% से ऊपर कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइज नहीं होती है, लेकिन कैपेसिटी मेंटेन जरूर करनी होती है। मैं समझता हूँ अभी सारे, और एक ने मार्केट कैप के बारे में कहा था, तो मार्केट कैप तो मार्केट ड्रिवन है। अगर इसमें मार्च 31 को 375 करोड़ था, 572 है, तो ये तो सब आप लोगों का सपोर्ट, प्यार और मोहब्बत है कि ये शेयर का प्राइस बढ़ रहा है। इसमें हम लोग अपना काम कर रहे हैं, बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, मेहनत कर रहे हैं, रिजल्ट्स लेके आ रहे हैं, मार्केट अपना काम कर रहा है। और आप ब्रांड की वैल्यूएशन एज सच हमने अभी नहीं कराया है, लेकिन आपको एक मैं ब्रॉड आइडिया दे दूं कि आज हमारे जो स्टील बिकता है 12,000 करोड़ का हमारा टर्नओवर है, जो ब्रांड का है, ब्रांड से जो प्रोडक्ट सेल होता है मार्केट में, और हम लोग जो स्टील बेचते हैं वो प्रीमियम पे बेचते हैं। तो ऑल ओवर इंडिया में हमारा 2500 रुपए पर टन का एवरेज आता है, और आप ये माने कहीं 1500 रुपए है, कहीं 4000 रुपए है, 5000 रुपए है, वेटेड एवरेज 2500 रुपए आता है। और लास्ट ईयर अगर हमने 24 लाख टन माल बेचा है तो आप समझे तकरीबन 600 करोड़ का प्रीमियम जनरेट हुआ है ब्रांड से एक साल के अंदर, जिसको रॉयल्टी के फॉर्म में हम लोग चार्ज करते हैं, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को, डीलर को, फ्रेंचाइजी को, सभी लोगों को ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होता है। ऐसा हमने ब्रांड का वैल्यूएशन तो अभी नहीं कराया है, लेकिन इसका अंदाजा आप इसी से लगा सकते हैं कि एक साल में ब्रांड करीब 600 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू जनरेट करने में कैपेबल है।
Yeah, one more thing, Mr. Kotecha, you have asked for the physical copy of the annual report. So here I would like to inform you that as per the circular of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, that now the companies are not mandatorily required to send the physical copies of the annual report. However, we have sent the annual report and notice through email to all the shareholders who have registered their email with the company or the depository. However, in case you require the hard copy of the annual reports, we will send the same. So thank you. Now I request Mr. Rishikesh Chopra to please speak. Mr. Rishikesh Chopra.
सर ऋषिकेश चोपड़ा जी मीटिंग में प्रेजेंट नहीं है।
चैट में लीजिए, चैट बॉक्स में।
Now we have last speaker for this AGM, Mr. Ajay Kumar Jain. I think he is not present in the AGM. So with this, we conclude. Okay. With this, we conclude the question and answer session from all the shareholders. We have tried to answer all the queries. If any of your queries remain unanswered, you may please write to us at cs@camdenulimited.com and we will respond to you accordingly. Thank you, dear shareholders, for attending this AGM virtually. I once again thank you, our chairman, board of directors, auditors for their participation, and now they can log off from the meeting, and now we conclude the meeting from here. Members attending the AGM today who have not already cast their vote by remote e-voting may cast their vote on e-voting platform now. Members may note the e-voting on NSDL platform will continue for next 15 minutes. Thereafter, the proceedings of meeting shall be closed. Now I request Mr. Satish Kumar Agarwal, our CMD, to please give a conclusion remarks. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू मिस्टर खेमचंद। मैं अपने सभी बोर्ड के कुलीग साथियों का एक बार फिर से धन्यवाद अदा करना चाहूंगा। CFO, कंपनी सेक्रेटरी, सारे बैंकर्स, हमारे सारे गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स, जिनका सपोर्ट हमें मिलता रहा है। अपने सभी शेयर होल्डर्स का भी मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ, जिन्होंने समय समय पर अपना सहयोग दिया है, कंपनी के साथ जुड़े रहे हैं। और जैसा सबकी इच्छा थी कि कंपनी आगे ग्रो करे, तो मैं समझता हूँ कि सारा कंपनी के बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, कंपनी का स्टाफ, कंपनी के वर्कर्स, ऑफिसर्स सभी पूरे प्रयासरत हैं कि हम लोग अपनी नई ऊंचाइयों पे पहुंचे, और उसी को ध्यान में रखते हुए ये डिमर्जर की प्रोसेस चल रही है, और मैं समझता हूँ कि सबकी एक्सपेक्टेशन पूरी कर पाएंगे। इसी आशा के साथ हम अपनी सभा यही समाप्त कर रहे हैं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now I request host to please open the e-voting window for next 15 minutes from here, and please confirm once the window is open.
Yes, sir. Window is open.
Yeah, thank you for the confirmation. Now we are good. May now log off from the screen. Thank you.
Thank you and have a great day.